Dharma Buddhi and Piya Buddhi. Once upon a time, in a peaceful kingdom nestled amidst rolling hills and lush green forests, there lived two brothers, Dharma Buddhi and Piya Buddhi. Despite being siblings, they were as different as night and day. Piya Buddhi, on the other hand, was the polar opposite of his brother. He was selfish and greedy, always looking for ways to satisfy his own desires at the expense of others. He cared little for the well-being of those around him, and his actions often brought harm and suffering to those who crossed his path. Despite their differences, Dharma Buddhi and Piya Buddhi lived together in relative harmony, their contrasting personalities serving as a constant source of tension and conflict. One day, as they were strolling through the forest, they came across a group of animals gathered around a small pond, their faces drawn with worry and fear. "What troubles you, my friends?" Dharma Buddhi asked, his voice gentle and reassuring. The animals turned to face the two brothers, their eyes wide with fear. "We are in great danger," they cried. "A fierce lion has been terrorizing our forest, preying upon us without mercy. We fear for our lives and the lives of our young ones." Dharma Buddhi's heart went out to the frightened animals, and he vowed to do whatever he could to help them. Turning to his brother, he said, "We must find a way to protect these innocent creatures from harm. Will you join me in this noble quest?" But Piya Buddhi scoffed at his brother's suggestion. "Why should we risk our own safety for the sake of a few insignificant animals?" he sneered. "Let them fend for themselves. We have more important things to worry about." Dharma Buddhi was saddened by his brother's callousness, but he knew that he could not force him to act against his will. And so, with a heavy heart, he set out alone to confront the lion and put an end to his reign of terror. As he journeyed deeper into the forest, Dharma Buddhi encountered many challenges and obstacles along the way. But he pressed on, his determination unwavering, until at last, he came face to face with the fearsome lion. The lion roared with rage as Dharma Buddhi approached, his eyes blazing with fury. "Who dares to challenge me?" he bellowed. "Do you not know that I am the king of this forest, and that all who oppose me shall meet a swift and terrible end?" But Dharma Buddhi stood his ground, his gaze steady and unwavering. "I come in peace," he said softly. "I seek only to end the suffering of the innocent creatures who dwell in this forest. Will you not show them mercy and compassion?" The lion hesitated, his fierce demeanor faltering for a moment as he considered Dharma Buddhi's words. And then, to the surprise of all who witnessed the encounter, he lowered his head in shame. "You are right, wise one," the lion admitted, his voice tinged with remorse. "I have allowed my anger and aggression to consume me, and in doing so, I have brought pain and suffering to those who have done me no harm. From this day forth, I vow to protect and defend the creatures of this forest, rather than terrorize them." And true to his word, the lion became a guardian and protector of the forest, using his strength and courage to keep the other animals safe from harm. Meanwhile, back at their home, Babbuddhi watched with envy as his brother returned victorious from his quest, hailed as a hero by all who knew him. But instead of feeling remorse for his own selfishness and greed, Babbuddhi's heart swelled with bitterness and resentment. And in that moment, he made a fateful decision, a decision that would forever change the course of his life and bring about his downfall. Filled with envy and jealousy towards his brother, Babbuddhi plotted to discredit Dharmabuddhi and tarnish his reputation in the eyes of the kingdom. And so, he set about spreading malicious rumors and lies, hoping to turn the people against his brother and claim the throne for himself. But little did Babbuddhi know that his actions would not go unnoticed, and that the consequences of his betrayal would be far greater than he could ever have imagined. As the days passed and Babbuddhi's lies spread throughout the kingdom, Dharmabuddhi found himself facing a growing tide of opposition and hostility from those who had once praised him as a hero. But despite the mounting pressure and adversity he faced, Dharmabuddhi refused to give up hope. He knew that the truth would eventually come to light and that justice would prevail in the end. And so, with unwavering resolve and a steadfast belief in the goodness of his heart, Dharmabuddhi set out to prove his innocence and restore his honor in the eyes of the kingdom. But little did he know that the path ahead would be fraught with danger and deception, and that the true test of his character was yet to come. One sunny day, as the brothers were walking through the forest, they stumbled upon a group of animals gathered around a pond. The animals looked scared, and Dharmabuddhi asked them what was wrong. "We are in big trouble," cried the animals. "A fierce lion has been scaring us and our little ones. We don't know what to do." Dharmabuddhi felt sorry for the animals. He turned to his brother and said, "We must help these poor creatures. Will you join me?" But Babbuddhi didn't want to help. "Why should we bother about these animals?" he grumbled. "Let them handle it themselves." Dharmabuddhi was disappointed, but he knew he had to help the animals, even if his brother wouldn't. So, with a heavy heart, he set off alone to face the lion. As Dharmabuddhi walked deeper into the forest, he faced many challenges. But he didn't give up. Finally, he reached the lion's den. The lion was big and scary, but Dharmabuddhi wasn't afraid. "I come in peace," Dharmabuddhi said gently. "Please, stop scaring the animals. Let's live together peacefully." The lion was surprised by Dharmabuddhi's words. He realized he had been too harsh on the animals. "You are right," said the lion sadly. "I will be kind from now on." And just like that, the lion became friends with the animals and promised to protect them instead of scaring them. Meanwhile, back at home, Babbuddhi was jealous of his brother's bravery. Instead of feeling happy for Dharmabuddhi, he decided to make trouble. He spread lies about his brother to make himself look better. But lies have a way of catching up. People started believing Pabbuddhi's lies and turned against Dharmabuddhi. Poor Dharmabuddhi was heartbroken. He didn't know what to do. But Dharmabuddhi didn't lose hope. He knew he had to prove his innocence. With determination in his heart, he set out to clear his name. Little did he know, his journey would be filled with twists and turns, and he would need all his courage to overcome the challenges ahead. As Dharmabuddhi traveled through the kingdom, he faced many obstacles. But he didn't give up. Along the way, he met new friends who believed in him and helped him on his journey. Together, they uncovered the truth behind Pabbuddhi's lies. People realized they had been tricked, and they apologized to Dharmabuddhi for not believing in him. Dharmabuddhi forgave his brother, but he knew things could never be the same between them. He had learned that sometimes, even family can betray you. But Dharmabuddhi also learned that no matter how hard things get, kindness and honesty will always win in the end. And so, he continued to spread love and joy wherever he went, knowing that he had made the world a better place. Once Dharmabuddhi had cleared his name and won back the trust of the kingdom, life seemed to return to normal. The animals in the forest were happy, the people in the kingdom respected Dharmabuddhi once again, and everything appeared peaceful. But as days passed, Pabbuddhi's jealousy only grew stronger. He couldn't stand seeing his brother being praised and admired while he remained in the shadows. Determined to gain power and recognition, Pabbuddhi hatched a new plan, more devious than before. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Pabbuddhi gathered a group of troublemakers from the kingdom. Together, they plotted to create chaos and confusion, hoping to blame it all on Dharmabuddhi. Their first target was the royal gardens, where beautiful flowers bloomed and colorful birds chirped happily. Under the cover of darkness, they sneaked into the gardens and trampled the flowers, scared away the birds, and caused havoc wherever they went. The next morning, when the kingdom woke up to find the gardens destroyed, everyone was shocked. They couldn't understand who would do such a thing. But Pabbuddhi was quick to point fingers at Dharmabuddhi. He's trying to make himself look good by pretending to fix things, Pabbuddhi whispered to anyone who would listen. But it's all a trick. He's the one who caused this mess in the first place. Dharmabuddhi was heartbroken when he heard the accusations against him. He knew he hadn't done anything wrong, but he also knew that proving his innocence wouldn't be easy this time. Despite the challenges ahead, Dharmabuddhi refused to give up hope. He knew that the truth would eventually come out, and he was determined to fight for justice once again. With a heavy heart, Dharmabuddhi set out to investigate the destruction in the royal gardens. As he searched for clues, he encountered many obstacles along the way. But Dharma Buddhi was not alone. His friends from the kingdom stood by his side, ready to help him uncover the truth and clear his name once and for all. Together, they followed the trail of destruction, piecing together clues and gathering evidence. And slowly but surely, they began to unravel the mystery of who was behind the chaos in the kingdom. Meanwhile, Pabbuddhi watched from the shadows, his heart filled with fear and guilt. He had never intended for things to go this far, but now that they had, he knew he had to do everything in his power to stop Dharma Buddhi from uncovering the truth. Desperate to cover his tracks, Pabbuddhi devised a new plan to sabotage Dharma Buddhi's efforts. He spread lies and rumors, trying to turn Dharma Buddhi's friends against him and sow seeds of doubt in their minds. But Dharma Buddhi's friends were loyal and true. They refused to believe Pabbuddhi's lies and stood by Dharma Buddhi's side, determined to help him in any way they could. As Dharma Buddhi and his friends continued their investigation, they uncovered startling revelations that shook the kingdom to its core. They discovered that Pabbuddhi had been behind the chaos all along, driven by jealousy and a thirst for power. Armed with this newfound knowledge, Dharma Buddhi confronted Pabbuddhi, his heart heavy with sadness and disappointment. "Why, brother? Why did you do this?" Dharma Buddhi asked, tears streaming down his face. Pabbuddhi hung his head in shame, unable to meet Dharma Buddhi's gaze. "I was jealous of you," he admitted, his voice barely above a whisper. "I wanted to be respected and admired like you, but I didn't know how to achieve it. So, I thought if I could make you look bad, then maybe people would see me in a better light." Dharma Buddhi's heart ached for his brother. He knew that Pabbuddhi had made a terrible mistake, but he also knew that deep down, his brother was capable of change. With forgiveness in his heart, Dharma Buddhi reached out to Pabbuddhi, offering him a chance to make amends and start afresh. And to everyone's surprise, Pabbuddhi accepted. He realized that true happiness didn't come from power or recognition but from love and kindness. Together, Dharma Buddhi and Pabbuddhi worked to repair the damage that had been done and restore peace and harmony to the kingdom once more. And as they worked side by side, they discovered that even the darkest of hearts could be touched by the light of compassion and forgiveness, proving that no matter how difficult the journey, love would always prevail in the end.